Hello. Let me ask you something. At what moment in life did you realize that something you were trying very hard to make work simply doesn't work anymore? Maybe there was a plan, a project, a relationship, a business, or a path you believe in. You try again and again, push hard every time, believe that if you just insist a little more, things will finally move forward. But nothing changed. Nothing moves. And then one day you understand something difficult. Sometimes you reach the end of the road. Sometimes the direction you were following simply doesn't work anymore. And when that moment arrives, you have a decision to make. You can continue pushing the same path, doing the same mistakes, or you can recalculate the road and move in another direction. Sometimes that means new ideas, new plans, new strategy, maybe a new team, new partner. On depends of your situation, you may have to move forward alone. Many people face moments like this in life. As many of you know, I have a son. His name is Davi, and he is 6 years old at the moment this video. Those who follow my video have heard me about talk about him before. I'm also a single father, and I have the blessing and the privilege to raise him and care him every day. I have been taking care of him since he was 1 month and 10 days old. Living with a child will teach you many lessons about patience, responsibility, and decision making. Every day he faces small challenge and frustration. And as a father, I try to guide him. Sometimes I know the answer, and sometimes I learn together with him. At, in this moment in his life, David play with his toys in a very energetic way. He hit them, throw them, crash them, and many of his toys eventually break. It's a mess. When that happens, he usually comes to me and asks me to fix them. Of course, I have to clean his mess. Most of the time, I try my best. And if the wheels come off, we glue it back, and the piece break, we try repair. But a couple of weeks ago, he come to me holding one his toys car and asked me to fix it. When I look at the car, I saw the damage was too much. The body was crashed, the wheels were broken, the pieces were completely separated. It's a beautiful toy, but and I realized he liked too much, but it was impossible to repair. I told him, buddy, this toy is over. It can't be fixed. But he didn't understand. He insisted again and again. David, he know how to be annoying. He's a lovely annoying. And he asked me to fix the car. Finally, he asked me a simple question. Daddy, why can't you fix it? He has kind of authority ideas, no? And I answer him very directly. Sometimes the damage is too big. Sometimes the only solution is to move on. No matter how much you like the toy and no matter how much glue you use, it will never be the same again. This situation reminds me of something that happen often in immigration case. Recently, I had a situation that cost the client want to come to Brazil to study. They explained it try apply for 2 times by itself, but they fail. I checked the application, was prepared, is correct, and everything possible was done legally. I don't see nothing fail. Document, everything. They apply correct way. But was refused. And the customer told me, oh, I tried 2 times. And they deny. They refuse. At that moment, I explained to them, you need to stop. Because the way that we analyze the situation, repeated the same process again and again, could lead the same results. So, instead of insisting in the same strategy like they use, we change the approach. We look at the case from another angle and follow different legal path. With a new strategy, we could, the client could come to Brazil. And once here, we guide them to enroll in school and regularize the situation properly. It worked because we recognize, and this happened when the customer understand what we explain, that the previous road was not working. Sometimes people ask why the visa application fails. Maybe there was an issue with the document. Maybe. Maybe the consular office was not convinced by the proposal of travel. Have a minimum situation. You need to consider it. Maybe something in the application raised doubt during analysis. This can happen. Remember, in my video, I say have a law, but don't forget, have a human being behind the balcony. And they can check, have a power to decide for something. They have a subjectivity in his analysis. You understand? And sometimes the truth is simple. We may never know the exact reason why this happened, why the refusal. We never know. But that is an important lesson here. If you are trying to come to Brazil and your visa application has been denied more than once, it may be the time to rethink your strategy. Repeat the same application again and again may not change your results. My opinion that you should talk to your lawyer for you together thinking a new strategy. Try change the approach and follow different legal path. Just like I explained to my son, sometimes something cannot be fixed the way we expect. That does not mean everything's lost. It simply means we need to change direction and find another solution. This is for today. I hope you will learn something. I'll see you next one. Bye now.